Hey, welcome to Ultimate Survival Tips. I'm David, coming to you from the cold, endless mountains of north central Pennsylvania. I'm hunkered down for the day in our mountain retreat with the fire roaring in the wood stove and dinner in the oven. Okay, today I have a special surprise for you. We're going to take a look at a pretty cool knife that caught my eyes several months ago, the massive, capable, and beautiful SOG Creed. As usual, we'll test this knife and take a look at it from just about every angle, talk about who this knife is for, and who should consider a different knife. Let's jump in. The SOG Creed is a large, well-crafted, high-performance, and classy knife that has some obvious design influences borrowed from the classic Jim Bowie knives of the 1830s and the more modern versions manufactured in the past 180 years. So the look of the Bowie breed comes from this large blade, crossguard handguard, and this clip point. While the original Bowie knife was known as a fighting knife, the SOG Creed's big belly design and stout front make it useful for even more tasks like camping, survival, and as an extreme hunting knife. Okay, so let's take a look at the overall construction. The blade length is 7.5 inches or 19 centimeters, and the overall length from tip to butt is around 12.125 inches or 30.8 centimeters. My SOG Creed weighed in at 12.9 ounces or 368.5 grams. The width of the blade goes from a little over an inch wide or 2.5 centimeters at the crossguard up to almost 1.5 inches or 3.8 centimeters at the widest point of the blade. And this blade is nearly a 1/4 inch thick at 0.24 inches or 0.61 centimeters. Okay, look at the spine of this blade and how it retains its full thickness for nearly 7 out of its 7.5 inches of length. So this knife is a beast. I can't even imagine the force it would take to break this blade. And the spine of this blade is so stout, in a pinch you could flip the blade over and use the spine as a hammer. SOG Creed is made out of AUS 8 stainless steel and enjoys SOG's unique cryogenic heat treatment that's designed to increase the overall steel strength and edge retention of the blade. SOG Creed knife is full tang construction, which means the blade still runs the full length of the knife through the handle, where it terminates and attaches to this classy and surprisingly rugged pommel. Full tang is the strongest knife construction technique and is well suited to this rugged knife. The SOG Creed has a 100% fine edge blade and came really sharp out of the box. Creed also has a clip point. Clip point blades have the spine side of the blade clipped off and form a tip that's more suitable for piercing, picking, and fine work than many drop point blades like this one. Although drop point blades are typically regarded as having stronger points and being a more versatile blade, SOG Creed enjoys a straight clip opposed to a more traditional concave clip like we see in the SOG Seal Team Elite. See the difference? So the straight clip of the Creed is inherently stronger and is well suited for a wider array of survival, camping, and hunting tasks. Okay, now look at this. See the big belly of this knife? This belly adds weight to the end and makes the SOG Creed great for many camp and bushcraft tasks like chopping and batoning. Here I am chopping a small hardwood tree. As you can see, the SOG Creed does a good impression of a camp axe, and I was really surprised at how easily it chops stuff like hardwood branches. And because of the mass and the length of the SOG Creed, it was a joy to use it for batoning, and in this case, I simply split some wood with it. So yeah, I pretty much beat this knife up, and honestly, I don't think it even felt it. And through it all, the Creed retained a really sharp edge. Oh, and one more thing. Although the SOG Creed is a pretty massive knife, it's also suitable for up close and fine camp tasks like slicing and skinning. Now let's talk a little bit about the handle. The SOG Creed handle has a total length of about 4 inches or 10.2 centimeters, and it should be suitable for all but the very largest hands. Now the grip of this knife is made out of what SOG calls kraton. It's basically a rubberized, overmolded, and very grippy material that has this raised crosshatch pattern on the sides and a lateral pattern on the top and bottom to help you hold on. On the bottom of the handle, we have these nice finger cutouts to improve grip, and between the blade and the hilt, which is the entire handle section of the knife, we have this very nice, stout, and solid stainless steel crossguard, which is designed to protect the hand in a fight and also keep your hand from sliding onto the blade. Plus it gives this knife a distinguished classic look. I think just for style, SOG included these 2 white bands around the handle. I don't see that they serve any functional purpose, but they do add to the collector quality of this blade. On the butt end of the handle, we have the solid stainless steel pommel that matches the crossguard in ruggedness and style. Pommel of the Creed is fastened to the tang of the knife and is suitable for breaking, cracking, and smashing things. And for even more style points, the pommel is fastened onto the knife tang using a cool screw fastener that has the look of a bullet primer. Now let's talk about the sheath. The SOG Creed sheath is made out of a thick black leather that seems to be of good quality. The sheath is held together with heavy stitching and 3 rivets at key stress points. The Creed goes into the sheath only one way and is held in place with this leather strap and snap. Although the sheath is a very nice fit for the bottom of the knife, the opening of the sheath had to be cut so the thicker 1.5 inch blade belly would fit in the sheath. So this leaves a bit of play at the top of the sheath for the thinner 1 inch wide blade steel near the handle to shift around a bit when you carry it.
Prefer a straw or no straw?
And this is my wife, Karen. Say hi to the guys, Karen.
Hi guys.
Thanks, hon. And one simple tip, a happy wife is a happy life. Now back to business. So because of the play in the top of the sheath, it does make it possible for this knife to come out of the sheath even when the leather handle strap is secured. It may not be probable for the knife to come out, but you should know that it is possible. And if you lose your SOG Creed in the woods, you're going to be really sad and you might even cry, so be careful. Now at the bottom of the sheath, we have this lanyard hole, so you can tie the sheath to your leg if you want. At the top, we have this nice sized loop to accommodate belts up to about 2.5 inches wide. So it's obvious at first look, this is a handsome manly knife and sheath package that you'll be proud to wear. Okay, let's talk about owner comments. There's no question at all. Owners who pull the trigger and get this knife have no regrets. Once they save their pennies and get over the sticker shock of around $150 US, many comment on how the Creed is the toughest, most useful knife they own. Others talk about the great comfort of the handle, the balance of this knife, and the excellent steel, and this knife's ability to hold a sharp edge. We rate the SOG Creed knife at 4.5 out of 5 stars as a serious backcountry knife for its thoughtful design, materials, fit and finish, beauty, its overall usefulness, and tough build. Just holding this knife inspires confidence, so be careful of its enchanting power. Well, the only knock we have on this knife package has to do with the handle end of the knife shifting around in the sheath. As I mentioned before, this does make it possible for the knife to come out of the sheath, even if the leather strap is secured. But honestly, the biggest problem you're going to have with this knife is actually bringing yourself to use it. It's designed for hard use, yet it has the beauty and mystique of a collectible. So who is this knife for? Make no mistake, the SOG Creed is a serious, large, and formidable all-purpose knife for camping, hunting, fishing, an emergency kit, backpacking, extreme survival and hunting, bushcraft, self-defense, and for those who just want to impress their friends and scare away their enemies. If you want a smaller, less expensive, but very capable survival knife with a fine edge, check out my reviews of the Schrade Extreme Survival Knife and the SOG Force. If you want a survival knife more suitable for tactical and combat situations, check out my reviews of the Gerber LMF2, the Gerber Prodigy, and the SOG Seal Pup and SOG Seal Team Elite. If you'd like a really nice hunting knife that is quite capable for survival duties too, check out the Gerber Myth Fixed Blade Pro. And if you're all about big, and you want an even larger blade designed for extreme survival, check out my review of the Buck Hoodlum. But if you love Crocodile Dundee, want a serious knife that inspires confidence just from holding it, a knife that looks great on your belt, in your hand, and in a showcase, and has the day job of performing just about any task you could expect from a knife, axe, or a machete, and a price tag of around $150 US doesn't scare you away, we're pretty sure you're going to love the SOG Creed. So we've just taken a look at the SOG Creed knife. For your convenience, I've included links to all the gear that I've mentioned in the video description on YouTube. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel. For more gear reviews, survival tips, and survival news, check out ultimatesurvivaltips.com. And while you're there, grab our monthly survival e-mag, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and get the latest news and be the first to hear about the great gear giveaway contests we have planned. Okay, this is David. I hope to see you on the other side, and remember, be prepared because you never know.